What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we are doing reviews, and we're going to finish up our roster, our backlog. We got to get that Loki episode 5 review.
Yes.
Loki episode 5 came out this week, and we're about to review it. I ain't got to worry about the intro. So, so Loki episode 5. What was the name of it? Remember?
It was because they named it after the original comic run. It was either Journey into Mystery or Adventure into Mystery. I think Journey.
Okay, so where they last left off, Loki got pruned. That they call that.
Yeah. Well,
And we thought he might be dead, or we don't know what they happened. Originally, we thought they died when they do that.
Yeah.
They just disintegrate. But what they actually do is send them to like a void or somewhere, or to another planet or something, or another timeline or something.
I think it's like some kind of pocket dimension or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So he wakes up and he sees 3 Lokis. No, 4 Lokis.
Yeah, 4 Lokis.
Like, hey, come on, let's go. Like, we're going to be dead soon if you don't move. Like, okay. So that's how they left off on the last episode. Like, what the hell? So we get to see what's going on with her. And also, after we found out that the TVA people were fake, we kind of wondered, like, what's going on here. So, we get a little bit of Sylvie trying to talk to, what's her name?
Ravonna.
Right.
Slayer.
Oh, my God. This made me so mad. So, okay, with the TVA, so when Sylvie, she get the drop on
Ravonna.
And Ravonna keep playing her, and she keep falling for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where she be like, I don't know either. I'm on your side. And she came like, okay, did you fall for that?
I spent a lot of time trying to convince myself, oh, she knows the double cross is coming, so she's just getting ready for it. But then I'm like,
right. You just think of that.
But like,
I mean, she might have.
I don't know if it was. I don't know.
It was so obvious.
Yeah.
How she was trying to like, oh man, you got me. Whew, I'm on your side. I don't know either. Let's find out together.
We don't have to do this. They betrayed me too.
When she did this shake on it, I was so mad. It was like such obvious feints, you know? Because when she did the shake on it, I was done. I was like, come on, Sylvie. I'll punch her right in the face when she did that.
I mean, but isn't that when she stole the timekeeper?
What'd you say, again?
The little tablet. That's when she.
Well, I mean, because she got the drop on her and she took the device, but then she started talking to her like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you," you know. And then she did like shake on it, you know, and it was like, serious? No, you was way too gun ho.
Yeah.
To turn around like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you just pruning people. Come on, man.
Like, also, like, no, you've been trying to prune me since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And you think I'm going to trust you now?
Yeah, it was just some bull crap on that. And then even the little, I don't know what the hell that is.
Miss Minutes.
The little whatever computer they got to talk.
Yeah,
right,
Minutes.
but the way it was stalling.
Sure, hon. Let me just find. It's in one of these files.
The way she was just making up stuff on the spot, I was like, you got to know she's bluffing.
It's the time ship, right? The experimental.
The way they did that, it's almost like it's like they was trying to figure out where did Loki go, how to go, and she's like nobody can go there. But we made an experimental ship. Can you get that file? Oh, I'm looking, hun.
It's in here somewhere, hun. It's buried real deep.
Anyway,
man,
that part just like I'm like, come on, y'all.
Like, and I have never been so like incensed by that action they gave Miss Minutes until they gave her way too many lines in this episode. It's like, oh, sure, hun, I can find that for you.
Yeah. So okay. It was
As
obvious.
a Midwesterner, I was just offended.
So back on where Loki's at, it's like he go to a place where I guess they just like on a planet or something.
Yeah.
So all the Lokis that get pruned to get sent there.
Everything that gets pruned.
Okay, yeah. So it's something there that eats them, I guess.
Yeah, I think they called it a Goliath. Like at first, I thought they were talking about Goliath, the monster that walks as a man.
Yeah.
But I think this is something new that they made up.
Like a big purple dragon thing.
It's
well, it was like a big cloud.
I was wondering, do you think that was supposed to be a reference to Galactus from the first Fantastic?
It was the same concept.
Like it's a giant cloud that eats.
Well,
things.
it's something inside the cloud.
Like, I was just wondering, like maybe that since they ended that franchise, that timeline got pruned.
Or they said, hey, that's a good idea to save some money. Instead of actually making a big ass dragon, let's just make a big cloud and say it's inside the cloud. But yeah, they running from this big cloud.
At one point, like you can see the shape of a dog skull in it.
Yeah, it's like I saw like a dragon. It looked like a dragon shape.
It was a dog skull. It was the skull of a dog, literally.
Okay,
like, that was the shape.
Alrighty, it's weird that you would know that, but so once he get in there, you meet all the Lokis, right? Other Lokis are there, and they even got Tom Hiddleston actually pulling double duty.
Yeah.
He's actually, the other Lokis look different, but we got this Loki right here. What's his name?
President Loki. I love because President Loki is the Loki I like.
Exactly. That's the Loki we got used to, and that's the Loki I wanted because they turned Loki to this good guy.
Like Loki in Avengers when he's like in Germany and he's speechifying, he's like, isn't this bad? Is this not your? Come on now. Like that like
the Loki
the slick politician telling you stuff that you don't like, but making you be like, I mean, this broken Loki we have now.
It's funny, right? I know it's funny because they all betrayed. They did. It was a comedy bit where all these Lokis got together and they all just betrayed each other.
Yeah.
We had a deal. We had a deal.
It's like I don't know how they resisted the urge to make it full on slapstick.
It was full on slapstick.
Because like they did
with the alligator biting the dude's hand off with no blood.
Okay, there was that. But like I mean, like the fight choreography, if they had just gone full slapstick, I mean, like Three Stooges sound effects and all, I would not have been mad. I would not have been mad because it's such a shticky scene. You know what I mean? Like just everything about it is like, hold on, I'm gonna be in charge. No, I'm gonna be in charge. No, it'll be me. Like just that. Like, and it's like it's the most Loki thing ever, right? Where it's just like Loki can't have anyone be better than him, not even him.
I know, but it was because it was just paid for laughs. It was funny because it happened so fast, and it was like we're not supposed to take this seriously. So this ain't got nothing to do with the story. We just know that Loki cannot get along with himself.
There's some great lines in this, though. It's like, because you have boastful Loki telling what I'm pretty sure is a lie about how he beat Captain America and Iron Man and took all 6 Infinity Stones.
Oh, the old Loki.
Boastful Loki.
Is that the older guy?
That's the black dude.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Old Loki is the one that fucked off and said, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Right. They never explained why some of them look different. Like, okay.
It's just a thing that happens.
I know. It's just funny that it makes sense that young Loki just him as a kid, old Loki's him as an old man.
So, like, whatever.
And the politician Loki just another version of him.
So, part of it.
But why is it so? Why don't they all just.
Part of it is.
I would like it if they all look
None
alike.
of the version of Loki we've seen are what Loki actually looks like. He chooses to look like this.
That's not what he looked like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, keep in mind, he's a frost giant.
Right.
A runty one, but a frost giant nonetheless. This is just how he chooses to look because he's used to looking like an Asgardian.
Okay, so so the purple dragon is there. And so, okay, Sylvie get pruned and then she ended up
prunes herself.
Right. Well, right. So bottom line is she ends up there because I guess she realized she loved Loki too.
Yeah.
And she's like, I gotta go find him. And so this is where I say, man, this show is getting a little. It's like they doing shit just to do shit.
So, like I told you before we started. So, like I said before we started recording, I looked up Sylvie in the comics, and there is a Sylvie in the comics. Mm-hmm. Rather than being another Loki, she is a identity created by Loki that, like, she's basically a very complex illusion that thinks she's a person.
Ooh. If they go there, they finish that, this is not going to be in well then.
Yeah. And so, like, now I'm actually thinking, like, what if, like...
But that's just like me making up my ideal girlfriend, thinking she real, and then come to find out she ain't real.
Well, so this is what I'm thinking is, like, I could see if they went a step further and have Loki, use the Tesseract to split a piece of himself off.
Yeah.
Become a fully realized being.
Now, you know, Thanos did that.
Yeah.
He made his own wife.
Yeah. No, I remember. We remember. This is why Thanos is cringe, kids. But, like, I could see him doing this in a roundabout way to circumvent the TVA. Like, no, I'm the good Loki. That's the bad Loki.
But see, he don't remember doing that.
I know, but, like, I'm saying that's why he doesn't remember and why he acts so differently. He's crafted two different versions of himself to do very specific things.
That could be.
And
then don't want to remember because
of
he wanted to. Because sometimes they do, okay, I don't remember because of my plan or whatever.
Like in order for
like
the plan to work, I
that.
couldn't remember. So I had to wipe my own memory.
Okay, so.
Then I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
Because you remember, it's things like that in Death Note, because he can't remember until he touched the note.
Until he touched the
so he
note.
made sure he didn't remember, so he couldn't.
That dude did all kinds of
shit.
Man.
All right, so
also shout out to all the Easter eggs in this episode.
Right. So then this is what part of when I said, man, they just doing stuff. What's his name? Morbius.
Yeah.
Show up in the pizza truck.
Yeah. Like it's a goddamn Yugo with a pizza slice on it.
No, I'm looking like, man, what are they doing? Like, okay, whatever.
The unkillable Yugo.
and it's like, okay, they on this planet, this damn purple cloud about to take them over, and the female Loki, Sylvie is saying like, oh, I can enchant
it. What? How can you? I don't know, but I can enchant it.
Okay. And
don't ask questions.
And it just turned to a big light show with green stuff combined with purple
it's
stuff.
Green versus purple. That's what this episode is. Green versus purple.
I don't know how you felt about it, but I got to a point I'm like, oh, man, come on. I just want this shit to be over. That's just the way me personally. I know a lot of people like this.
So I love this episode, but I love this episode for one reason and one reason alone.
What's that?
And that reason is Richard fucking Grant.
So he was the old Loki.
Yeah. Fucking, like, just... like, because everything out of his mouth is so Loki, but also so done with this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm sure this is about your glorious purpose, I'm sure. Like, he's so done with everything it means to be Loki.
Yeah. So he actually have the original Loki outfit.
Yeah. Like they named.
So he's the comic book Loki all the way.
Comic book Loki. They named him after the comic that introduced Thor and Loki. They named this episode after that comic.
Oh, okay.
And they put every Easter egg from like Thor Loki story. So you have Frog as a Thor is a frog stuck in a jar trying to get to Mjolnir. You know. Yeah. They reference a couple of the different like shape-shifting things about Loki, like when they talk about the alligator Loki. It's like, why is he an alligator? We have no idea.
Why did they? It was. I know they played for laugh. The alligators kept jumping and biting people's arm off and stuff. I was like,
yeah,
stop that.
Well, like, I actually took that because like they said something about him having to defeat Jormungand, the world serpent who was also Loki's kid in Norse mythology, and like there's a thing where I think he ends up biting off Thor's arm, both in the comics and in Norse mythology.
Well, it's played for laughs so much it don't matter now.
But I'm just saying, I think like there may have been some thread of that went into that.
Okay,
he did that multiple times.
Right. It was just for me. It was just a funny
like,
gag.
Kid Loki who's in charge of everybody. Okay, wait, you wear the horns. Why does he get to be in charge? I'm the one that killed Thor.
He didn't say nothing after that.
Like, I mean, look, Thor's cold, but like, bro,
so
you fought Thanos.
Okay, look, they enchant. The plan is to enchant this thing so they can defeat the purple dragon, whatever the hell it is. Right. So once they defeat that, then they can find out. Hopefully, on the other side of this thing.
Well, like so, enchant Puff the Magic Dragon, so it'll let them through the
right. So on the other side of this thing, we get to find out who's controlling
who's
the TVA.
really behind the TVA,
and hopefully it's
Kang.
Either Kang or
At
something.
least one of the Kangs, like maybe not Kang the Conqueror, but like Kang the Great, or Kang the Lesser, like.
But see, it's fun, but it's like it's this.
Or what's the other one? Mr. Griffin.
Whatever.
Oh, that was another Easter egg. The Avengers Tower that you see wrecked in the background, it's got the word, a word on it, QENG, which would be pronounced as Kang in Mandarin.
Right, I got you.
And Kang was the name of a corporation he ran as Mr. Griffin in the present.
Okay. They might do something like that.
I think they're definitely like trying to bring him in on this.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think Marvel try to play things close to the vest, and sometimes I think it might not help them. Not now, only because they've been in the game so long that your shelf life is running out.
Well,
your
also,
ceiling,
also
you get into your ceiling.
Yeah, and also the way they've constructed this, there's so many wrong answers to this question and so few.
The same thing
answers.
with the WandaVision, where everybody was like, "Hey, this is." They kept coming up with all these theories.
It's got to be Mephisto.
Yeah, and all that stuff. And I'm glad they didn't go there, but it's like, how far in the future are you setting up for? Because you almost at your ceiling.
Yeah.
Either bring out the big guns, or just leave it alone. Yeah. So if you don't bring out Kang, I think.
Because who else can you use for this other than Kang?
But right, so I'm saying if they meet a villain, whoever behind all this, and it's a womp, and
because you already got Renslayer as an antagonist, you've already revealed that the Timekeepers are fake.
Right, I know. I mean, I don't know. It's just that's how WandaVision ended.
Yeah, even though
WandaVision ended with a whimper.
Yeah,
and I got the feeling they're gonna end this with a whimper.
I hope not, but I see where you come.
But thing is, but they want to save it for the movies. But the thing is, these shows were just shows. People looking forward to being. They want to save it for the movie. I feel like they want to save Kang for the movie. So I don't think it's going to be Kang.
I think
I would like to see that, but I don't think it's going to be him.
Well, I think Kang is one of the few villains where you can defeat him definitively and bring him back just because of the nature of his existence.
Yeah, but
he exists simultaneously across multiple timelines.
But I think you
so that's
diminish his importance by bringing him in this.
Like that's why I mentioned like they could use like one of his different incarnations, Mr. Griffin or Kang the Lesser, because like Kang the Conqueror is a specific version of Kang that people gravitate towards, and the other version of him are usually like under him. Like he's had versions of himself that worked for him before.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. We'll see on the next episode. They're going to answer all questions in the next episode. That will be the last episode. So we'll see.
Just make it make sense.
Yeah, and I got the feeling it ain't gonna be. I got the feeling it's gonna be like WandaVision. It's gonna be like we all waiting on this big reveal, and it's nothing.
It was Mr. Mobius the whole time.
Anyway,
it was me, y'all. It was Miss Minutes.
Oh God,
I had you all in the palm of my hand. Oh God.
We'll see.
I'm sick already.
All right, so that is our review for Loki episode 5. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you like our videos and hit the bell icon if you want to get, so you can get alerts every time we post new videos or if we live stream.
And don't forget, if you liked what you've seen here today, go ahead, drop us a crisp thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this episode. Where do you think this series is headed with this final episode? What would you like to see Marvel tackle next? Let us know.
Yes, we out here.
Peace.
Peace.